Thank you so much. Good morning, Unity Atlanta Church. I'm glad to see everyone made it here. Yeah, all right. Let's dive right in. 1, 2, 3. The long-awaited rains have fallen hard upon the thirsty ground. They've carved their way to where the wild and rushing river can be found. And like the rain, I have been carried here to where the river flows. My heart is racing and my knees are weak as I walk to the ledge. I know that there's no turning back once my feet have left the ledge. And in a rush, I hear a voice that's telling me it's time to take a leap of faith. So here I go, I'm diving in, I'm going deep. In over my head, I wanna be caught in the rush, lost in the flow. In over my head, I wanna go. The river's deep, the river's wide, the river's water is alive. So sink or swim, I'm diving in. There's a supernatural power in this mighty river's flow, and it can bring the dead to life. It can fill an empty soul and give our heart the only thing worth living and worth dying for. But we will never know the awesome power of the grace of God until we let ourselves get swept away into this holy flood. So if you take my hand, we'll close our eyes and count to 3 and take a leap of faith. Come on, let's go. I'm diving in, I'm going deep. In over my head, I wanna be caught in the rush, lost in the flow. In over my head, I wanna go. The river's deep, the river's wide, the river's water is alive. So sink or swim, I'm diving. Diving in. I'm diving in. Diving in. Here I go. Lost in the flow, lean over my head, I wanna go. The river's deep, the river's wide, the river's water is alive. So sink or swim, I'm diving in, I'm diving in, I'm going deep. Lean over my head, I wanna be caught in the rush, lost in the flow. Lean over my head, I wanna go. The river's deep, the river's wide, the river's water is alive. So sink or swim, I'm diving. So sink or swim, I'm diving. So sink or swim, I'm diving. I'm diving in. Oh, 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 I'm diving in. Oh, 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 I'm diving in.
We are diving in, second week of the new year. Good morning, happy Sunday, namaste. The Spirit in me truly welcomes, honors, embraces, and rejoices in the Spirit in you. And let us begin this time together as we do so many things with prayer. Today, right here, right now, let us direct our energy and our intentions in positive, uplifting, life-affirming ways. Grounded in the truth of our being, let us allow our own sweet soul essence to fill us with all the strength and courage we need to do all that is ours to do this day and every day. As we take a few more steps forward into a bright new year, let us remember that wherever we go, wherever we are, God is with us and within us in every way. And let us know this truth together as we hold in prayer our siblings around the globe who are battling fires and floods and famine. No matter the heartbreak, God in the midst of us and in the midst of them is ever abiding grace, infinite compassion, and unconditional love. Grounded in the truth of our being, let us together in this beloved, supportive, encouraging, uplifting community know this, claim this, affirm this, and especially let us allow it to be so. And so it is. Amen. Well, thank y'all who shoveled out as much as y'all do here in Georgia. I joked I had to pull out my Michigan coat today because it was a little nippy. Well, you know, give us a few months and we're going to be talking about how hot it is again. And this is the reminder to us as we begin the new year that things have a way of moving on and moving forward and moving ahead. And so for this season, we're going to be tapping into some timeless wisdom. So please stay tuned throughout this service and in the weeks to come to tap into so much wisdom that has worked through centuries, through eons, that still is going to work for us in the winter of 2025. And so whether you're tuning in from our Unity Atlanta Church virtual community around the world or are in our building, know that no matter how long you have been walking this path, whether you've been a long time Unity New Thought person or you just got here today for the very first time, each of us has an opportunity to keep diving in a little bit deeper to that wisdom that is perfect for us. And one of the most beautiful things about having a spiritual practice is being in community and beholding the goodness and the grace of God that are around us and within us. We do that when we greet one another and we say those words, the Spirit in me beholds the Spirit in you. We do it in one word, we say namaste. If you'd like to welcome someone or wish them happy Sunday in our virtual community, just come up to the microphone. Let us take a moment and greet one another and say namaste. Namaste, happy Sunday. Hope you're warm wherever you are. We're so grateful to have you with us.
Namaste.
Namaste.
My heart singing namaste. The Christ in me beholds the Christ in you. Namaste. 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 My heart singing namaste. The Christ in me beholds the Christ in you. Namaste. Namaste, namaste, namaste. And my heart singing, namaste. The Christ in me beholds the Christ in you. Namaste, namaste. Namaste, my heart singing, namaste. The Christ in me beholds the Christ in you. Namaste, namaste,
Namaste, beloved community. Happy Sunday. Good morning, Unity Atlanta. Look at our social butterflies back there. Y'all look so cute. All right. So a few fun facts for today. For you soda drinkers, however you say it, 1885, maybe you love this drink, Dr. Pepper. The first bottle of Dr. Pepper was sold. It is the oldest soda. Yeah, I don't know how you'd say it, but it's the oldest soda. I don't drink much of it, but it's pretty good anyway. Makes a good float. For you music lovers, 1969, Led Zeppelin released their debut album, ironically called, this is creative, Led Zeppelin. And today's Kiss a Ginger Day, so go find a ginger on the street. Be careful how you do it. And in 1932, Haiti Caraway, a Democrat from Arkansas, became the first female U.S. senator. Girl power, girl power. So those are some fun facts. And let's say our statement of faith. There is only one presence, one power in the universe and in our lives, God the good, omnipotence. All right. Our daily word for today is a classic daily word from April 1941. The daily word for today is self-reliance. The affirmation is, as a child of God, I am filled with the Spirit of God's presence, and I am strong, self-reliant, and victorious. The scripture is from John chapter 3, verse 2. Beloved, we are the children of God. And the reading says, are there times when you feel that you do not measure up to the high standards of what you aspire? When you seem to fall short of realizing your oneness with the high ideal of your inspirations? If so, it's time for you to be still, let go of all the fear, doubt, and uncertainty, and in a spirit of love, faith, and trust, to enter the secret place of the Most High within your own soul, and listen to the voice of the Spirit of truth abiding there, which always seeks to assure you that you are a child of God. As you embody this truth and let it become your reality, you are being blessed and lifted to the plane of higher understanding, where you know the greatest truth you can attain. God and I are one, and feel it as the absolute truth of your being. Again, the daily word for today is self-reliance, and the affirmation is, as a child of God, I am filled with the Spirit of God's presence, and I am strong, self-reliant, and victorious. Namaste. And as we prepare for meditation, we're going to hear Surely the Presence of the Lord is in this Place by Larry Wolf, performed by Joyce Burrell and the Soulful Harmonics.
In the midst of God's children, the It doesn't make very many. It can take just 2 or 3, and I feel this same sweet spirit that I felt so oft before. Oh, surely I can say I have been with the Lord. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel this mighty power and its grace. I can hear the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. There's a holy hush around us as God's glory fills this place. If touch the hem of God's garment, I can almost see a face, and my heart is overflowing from the fullness of this joy. I know without a doubt that I have been with the Lord. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel this mighty power and its grace. I can hear the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel His mighty power and His grace. I can hear the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel this mighty power and His grace. I can hear the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place.
Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place, in each of us, right here, right now, as we move into that sacred time of guided meditation. And I invite you to gently close your eyes or rest your gaze softly on a spot before you. Feel yourself here in this place. As our prayer chaplains who wear the purple stoles hold that sacred space with us. If there is a care or a celebration on your heart, just gently raise your hand. And they hold that in heart with you. Take a nice, deep, relaxing breath. In through your nose, exhale out of your mouth. Get into the rhythm of your own breath. That divine energy flowing in and through you. If it is comfortable for you, get both of your feet firmly planted on the ground. Visualize those feet in your favorite place. See yourself in that place. Allow that divine earth energy to ground you, to relax you. See yourself in your sacred place, that place of peace, that place of calm, that place of nurturing. See yourself supported, enfolded. You are in your own God bubble, your own sacred place, your own safe space. Nothing coming in, only you, enfolded, surrounded in the power and the presence of God, right here, right now, in the stillness. In your own sacred space, in your own divine place, in your own God bubble. You are whole, you are holy, you are well, you are wealthy, you are uplifted, renewed, and restored. You feel that oneness that is that sacred connection, that sacred divine essence, all that God is and all that you are. Beyond this time and this place and this space, that God bubble surrounds you continually with all you need to know the incredible Spirit, the Christ of your being. You are a divine child of God. And wherever you go, God is. Amen.
Let your soul be your pilot. Let your soul guide you upon the wind. When you're down and they're counting, when your secret all found out, when your troubles take to mounting, when the map you have leads you to dust, when there's no information, and the compass turns to nowhere that you know well. Let your soul be your pilot. Let your soul guide you. It'll guide you well. And your eyes turn towards the window pane, and the lights up on the hill, and the distance seems so strange to you now, and the dark room seems so still. Let your pain be my sorrow. Let your tears be my tears too. And let your courage compass turns, yeah, the compass turns to nowhere that you know well. Let your soul be your pilot. Let your soul guide you. Let your soul guide you. Let your soul guide you upon the way. Let your soul guide you along 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 the way. Oh, let your soul guide you along the way. Oh, let your soul guide you along the way. Sing it with us. Let your soul guide you along the way. Let your soul guide you along the way.
Wonderful. An inspirational teaching from Ralph Waldo Emerson from his essay, Self-Reliance, written in 1841. A person should learn to detect and watch that gleam of light which flashes across their mind from within, more than the luster of the firmament of bards and sages. Yet they dismiss without notice their thought because it is theirs. In every work of genius, we recognize our own rejected thoughts. They come back to us with a certain alienated majesty. We but half express ourselves and are ashamed of that divine idea which each of us represents. It may be safely trusted as proportionate and of good issues, so it be faithfully imparted. But God will not have God's work made manifest by cowards. We lie in the lap of immense intelligence, which makes us receivers of God's truth and organs of God's activity. Insist on yourself. Never imitate. Trust yourself. Every heart vibrates to that iron string. That magnetism which all original actions exerts is explained when we inquire the reason of self-trust. Who is the trustee?
Okay, come on, quick quiz. Who's the trustee? You, me, us, we're the trustee. Who's the trustee? Seems almost like a trick question, doesn't it? It's okay. The world out here would have us think that it's somebody else. Let me tell you how to do that, darling. I've been doing it this way for 45 years now. Oh, you can't handle that? Call an expert. You're not smart enough to figure that out. Hugh? And so much is out there when you think about it. This was written in 1841. Some of you might be going, oh, I might have heard this in English class, like thousands of years ago. And I wanted to share this with y'all this Sunday because this is one of the pieces of writing. You know, you got like 185 words of it. That was really an inspiration in the more modern unfolding of what came to be Unity New Thought teachings. You might have heard in history or English classes that, you know, Ralph Waldo Emerson was a transcendentalist. He was actually originally a Congregationalist minister, and he gave an address at Harvard in 1838. He was a Harvard grad, and they threw him out because he was so radical in his idea of thinking that it was something within us that connected to the greater wisdom, the greater essence, the greater good of God, call it higher power, divine life energy, and that to Harvard Divinity School then was heretical, or as we sometimes say, he was trash talking. But he wasn't. And so after he wrote the essay, here's a fun fact to go with the other ones you got today. He goes on to write an essay called The Oversoul, the idea of the oversoul being that the essence of all that holds the universe together is good and loving, and each one of us is part of that. The simple way we talk about that here is God is immanent and God is transcendent, meaning God is within us and God is everywhere present all the time. There's nowhere we can go that God isn't. And so what that means is that we have been given full trustee ownership of ourselves and our lives. Or, as this week's message is called, you got this. And each of us has things that we get. Each of us as a sacred soul has things that are ours to do in this life experience. In the scriptures, there's a great story about Joshua. It's like the 5 books of Moses end, and it's Joshua's turn when Moses dies to lead the people. And Joshua does exactly what lots of us do and says, what? Who, me? I can't do this. Call somebody else. And God says to Joshua, I bet somebody here has this on a magnet on their refrigerator. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. And if you want to go read some ancient wisdom, what we learn in the story of Joshua is Joshua's got to be his own kind of leader. He's not Moses. He's not going to be Jesus. He's going to be Joshua. The same way I'm going to be Jen, and Sophia's going to be Sophia, and Kim is Kim, and Brenda's Brenda, and we're all who we are as divine children of God. And when we have the assurance of this, we can do awesome things. Kind of like this guy. Take a watch of something here up on the screen for a minute.
Excuse me.
That's a bad outfit.
Okay, Breslau, move these people out. God, look up there.
What the hell's that?
Easy, miss. I've got you.
You've got me. Who's got you?
I can't believe it. I just cannot believe it. He got her.
Gentlemen, this man needs help. Well, I certainly hope this little incident hasn't put you off flying, miss. Statistically speaking, of course, it's still the safest way to travel.
Right. Wait! Who are you?
A friend. Bye.
If you've never seen that whole classic Superman, I recommend it. You've got me. Who's got you? You got you. You're the trustee. You've got you. You have the courage and the strength and the ability and the know-how to do what's yours to do. Now, here's the thing about our spiritual practice. This is a spiritual practice. As Kim and I were just chatting about as we were getting ready for the service today, this is a practice. We need to work it. It doesn't have to be difficult, but it's the same as any other thing that we want to excel at. And so if we want to build up our overall body strength, and I say drop and give me 20, and you haven't been working your push-ups, not much is going to happen. And we can be assured, because it's been going on forever, that somewhere in the world there might be a fire, somebody might be hungry, something might be flooding, there could be an outbreak of peace in the Middle East. It's happened a few times. We like to think sometimes when we get in the God bubble and we let go of the outside world, that the outside world is going to align with us. And that somehow when we start on the spiritual road, that it's all going to be roses and romance. And how many of us have found there's thorns and manure and people who don't do the same things that we do or like the same things that we like? Ralph Waldo Emerson says to us, trust yourself, insist on yourself, never imitate. We don't need to try to be like someone else. We don't need to fix every single thing that could be fixed in the universe. Your God bubble is your sacred place that shields you from the kryptonite of all the outside yucky stuff that says to you you're not good enough, tall enough, smart enough, cool enough, young enough, old enough. Your God bubble is that essence of energy. Everything in the universe is energy. That shields you so that you can be the superhero of your own story. Why do we love superhero stories? When was the last time, squeeze my hand, out in the receiving line, that you picked somebody up and you got the helicopter before it fell? Metaphorically speaking, I'm going to guess I'm going to get a lot of hand squeezes. And that might have been exactly the thing that got you on the path that led you to be part of Unity Atlanta Church or a community like this. Now here's the thing. The outside world will ding that bubble. It'll throw all kinds of stuff at us. There'll be stuff that we'll get through. It will hurt us. We might even start to think that it is the truth. But as surely as the presence of the Lord is in this place, you have the sacred seal of approval as the trustee of your own life. It is God stamped with that radiant essence that says you are as holy, as sacred, as Christ-like as that awesome way shower, master, teacher, healer we call Jesus. Just take a moment and breathe that in. And every other spiritual master, Moses, Joshua, what this says to you is, you are the trustee. When you trust yourself, you trust in the power, the presence, the strength, the courage, and the wisdom of God. You can leap your own tall buildings in a single bound, because wherever you are, God is. I love you. Namaste. God is right here, and you are right here, and we are so grateful. We are so grateful for all the ways you give of your time, your talents, your treasures, your wisdom and love and hugs, and the way you bring the goodness of God. You are here into this place. We are so grateful. And our motto for this year is Together We Thrive in 2025. And it takes a community to do that. And so thank you for all the ways you plug in. Whether you give by Cash App or Venmo or write a check, or you want to put something in the offering basket in the back, there are so many ways to plug in to this community and work your spiritual practice, keep your God bubble safe and strong for all the things that come throughout the week. We are truly grateful for all that we receive here, and so join me in our offering blessing. Divine love, through me, blesses and increases all that I give, all that I have, and all that I receive. I give because so much has been given to me, and I am prosperous. I give because giving feels good. I gratefully give because I am generous, kind, and loving. Amen. And one more time, our soulful harmonics.
When explanations make no sense, when every answer's wrong, you're fighting with lost confidence, all expectations gone. The time has come to make a break. Move on, don't hesitate, break out, don't stop to ask. And now you've found a break to make it last. You've got to find a way, say what you want to say, break out. When situations never change, tomorrow looks unsure. Don't leave your destiny to chance. What are you waiting for? The time has come to make a break. Break out. Don't stop to ask. And now you've found a break to make it last. You've got to find a way, say what you want to say, break out. Don't stop to ask. And now you've found a break to make it last. You've got to find a way, say what you want to say, break out. Some people stop at nothing. If you're searching for something, lay down the law, top out for more, break out, shout day in, day out, break out. Don't stop to ask. And now you've found the break to make it last. You've got to find a way. Say what you want to say. Break out. Don't stop to ask. And now you found the break to make it last. You've got to find a way. Say what you want to say. Break out. Don't stop to ask. And now you found the break to make it last. You've got to find a way. Say what you want to say. Break out.
Awesome, y'all. Thank you. Ellen Chase, she officially started our choir director on January 1st. All right, a couple of things. First of all, I want to shout out to Robin Fennell and Beth Stokes, who decorated the church so beautifully with all this holly. Isn't it gorgeous? Yeah, and I know Mike Fennell had some honeydews in there too from Robin, so thank you all so much. Mike's shaking his head, yep. Okay, today after service at 12:30, there is a new member class. It is in room 109, which is the boardroom. If you are interested in becoming a member or just learning more about Unity Atlanta Church, hope that you will attend. Going to the class does not commit you to be a member, okay? You can make a choice when it's over. So just FYI. Also, today is the beginning of the monthly 12 Powers workshops with Frida Stewart, the LUT. And this month it is on faith, and that's in the fellowship hall at 12:30. Friday the 17th, there is a Japanese ramen cooking class. You can register online, and you have to pre-register. All the folks in our congregation get a discount on that. So check that out. Next Sunday, which is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Sunday, we will be have the honor of actually hosting with Reverend Dr. Cedric Gardner. He's an associate minister at Hillside International Truth Center, and he's dean of the Barbara King School of Ministry. He will share the pulpit with Reverend Jen, and his message is the beloved community, when love uses its power to enact justice. Also next Monday, Martin Luther King Monday, at 12 o'clock noon, we will be doing a sacred circle of prayer and healing in here. We're going to just circle up the chairs and be led in some prayer with some music. It'll be wonderful. So I hope that you will make yourself available for that. Also, this coming week, if the mail cooperates, you will be receiving your donation statement for 2024. Just want to remind you, if the only way that you give is by Cash App or Venmo, we probably do not have your address. So if that's the only way that you give, if you can just email me, Pam at Unity ATL, your address, so we can get your donation statement out to you. Save the date. Sunday, January 26th, we will be celebrating the lovely Frida Stewart and her completion of all the LUT requirements. So that'll be 12:30 after the service. So please join us for that as well. And now, the awesome Kim Floria is going to close us out.
Awesome. Right on. Thank you. All right, will y'all join me in our affirmation? Knowing that God is always with me and within me, I am strong and courageous in doing all that is mine to do. And if you can, stand and join us in our song. The prayer for protection. Sorry. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. Wherever I am, God is. Wherever you are, God is. And we are so grateful. Have a great week, everyone.
Send it this time, this round. Here we go. Yeah, what a fun one to do.
Yeah, in retrospect, we might wanted to have saved this one for MLK weekend.
Yeah, with
since it's
Dream, yeah,
themed.
don't dream.
I almost
it's
suggested
over.
that in the email, but